to bring you the NuWave Bravo. This is the newest thing from NuWave. This is brand new and already 900 ordered. So today's bonus buy, if you're new to shopping with us, is similar to a today's special value in that we have limited time frame for this price, limited quantities. This is something that is really especially priced just for today. It's 5 payments of $20. If you were to look for this beautiful NuWave piece at retail where you buy your countertop appliances, it would typically be $149.95. And I will say, if you don't know this brand, this is a brand that's been in business for over 20 years. They are innovators of great ideas for small kitchen appliances. So countertop appliances, things that do a lot in a little amount of space. And so the customers said, we love the Bravo XL, which has been one of their top sellers, countertop oven, but we wished it could be a little bit smaller. And so that's what they did. They brought in this new Bravo, which is 0.7 cubic feet, and it's still a 12-in-1 air fryer toaster oven, but has a smaller footprint for you. So this is an expiring price. It's going up at the end of the day on October 5th. So you only got a couple of days to get in on this price and the reduced shipping and handling that you're getting as well, which today is only $7.50. And again, this is something that I think you'll find is so helpful because it's going to do not only baking and toasting, but so many other functions that Chef Rick Roman is going to tell us all about and show us as well. Hi, my friend Rick. How are you?
Oh, I'm fantastic, Carolyn. It's so good to be with you. It's been too long since I've seen you.
Okay, I'm excited about this because I love the size, but still I can do anything I can do in my regular oven in this and in a pretty good capacity. Plus, it's an air fryer.
Yeah, so you know what you said, NuWave's about innovating and making things better. So they took the best of air frying, okay, but they also took the best of countertop ovens and then took it up a notch even further by innovating and putting specific features. So first of all, 1,800 watts, so plenty of power to get that perfect heat up. But then inside here, we have ceramic heating on both the top and the bottom. But more importantly, you can actually control the top and the bottom independently. You also can control the fan that's in there. So if you're not air frying and maybe you're baking and you want to maybe slow down the fan, you can do that. But here's the thing. Not only can you do air frying your French fries, your onion rings, your mozzarella sticks, but take a look inside here. Even though this is compact inside, I have a 4.5 to 5 pound pork loin roast. And I used the roast function. And I just want you to see this, Caroline, because you've got that 1,800 watts working, circulating that air all around the food. And then you cut into this. And it is just absolutely perfect, moist, and delicious. I mean, this is the most delicious. Now, you can cook your small prime ribs. You can cook small chickens. You can cook pork tenderloins. But you're able to do complete meals in here, even roast your veg, all these different things. Also, it's still your air fryer, so you're baking, you're toasting. You can use it as a toaster for your bagels and toast. It's got a toast and bagel function. So 12 preset functions couldn't be easier to use. And I can't emphasize enough that they designed it so that you're able to control the fan and the heating elements, which most of the ovens you can't do that. And you're able to say, hey, I don't want that top heating element on. Guess what? I can turn it off. I love that they thought of these details, and it comes with this book. Carolyn, 65 recipes, color photos, easy to follow recipes showing you tips of how to use the machine. And then once you get started, you're using this morning, noon, and night, and it takes up a really small footprint on your countertop.
Okay, so let's talk about everything this comes with. And I only have some of the pieces out here because I think you have everything on your end. But some of the things that it comes with, as you were showing, is this air fryer basket. And then it also comes with the baking pan that I'm showing right here. But then I think we have like some bonus silicone baking cups. So tell us what else we get.
Yes, so you also get a dozen, and this is one of my favorite little add-ins here. So you have 12 of these little silicone baking cups so that you can bake off your cupcakes, your muffins. And the beauty of these is silicone is they literally pull right out of the silicone easy.
Nice.
So they're easy to clean, dishwasher. But notice here, you see how the even cooking? I get that beautiful browning on the bottom and the top. And because I can control the heating elements, I don't want always when I'm baking the high fan, so I slow the fan down so it bakes evenly instead of cooking it too quickly. So that's something I think a lot of the countertop ovens and air fryers don't have that precision. NuWave wanted to innovate and give you the power, but the precision and control.
I love this. Easy to read digital display. Is it hard to do
That's
the
right.
controls, Rick? Any kind of learning curve there on how when I get it out of the box, I have to, I know it comes with a booklet.
So we're going to try to do a close-up. Now, if you're watching this at home and you might see like it looks like it's flickering, it doesn't flicker. It's just the camera, the way it picks up the light, it acts a little bit funny. But I want to show you here. I'm just going to come up front, okay? So when you turn your machine on, you're going to see a temperature, which you can adjust, time and temperature, but you're going to see 12 different presets. So what do? There's a button that says menu. If I hit the menu button, the first menu option is air fry. If I hit the menu button again, it goes to bagel, and you can see what will happen. Each different function will allow you to adjust time and temperature. So let's just say I go down to roast like we did here with our pork loin. When I press the start button, it automatically sets a time of 30 minutes and a temperature. But even once it's started, if I wanted to, I could simply press temperature, and I could adjust the temperature if I wanted higher and say, hey, I want to roast at a higher temperature. So even once you program it, you still have the ability to change the time and temperature midstream. You don't have to be stuck with it. But this is the thing. You get that incredible airflow. So here I have classic chicken wings. Now, if you do chicken wings here, I recommend that you put the basket, which gives you the airflow, right on top of the roasting rack. So all it catches all that excess grease. And then you just get those delicious, perfectly air fried wings. There's nothing like air fried wings. So you have less calories from fat because you're cooking smart. You've got that superheated air. And for these, I put the fan speed on the highest speed, 3, because I really want that air moving around quickly. This way you get that really super crispy skin. And you know what? I tell you, something that only takes up a small footprint is only 10 inches high. If you look at these wings, look how many wings I did here. I mean, this is a huge batch of wings. So don't be fooled by the compact size. You really can cook a lot, and you can do so many things with this, Carolyn. You know, I tell you what, think about it. The pizza, you want to reheat a piece of pizza. You want to cook pizza. You want to cook your bagels in the morning. It becomes like this all-encompassing, multi-purpose oven that's air frying, toasting, roasting, baking. It's got the power and ability to do it.
So the notes that I read said this will hold 2 pounds of wings, which is quite a bit. Obviously, you've pulled them all out there on that tray. It's also going to do a 12-inch pizza. It will also do 6 slices of bread all at once if you're doing something like French toast. And by the way, it has a waffle mode, so you can do waffles in this, which I think is great. It can air fry, reheat, do waffles. It will bake, roast. It will do pizza as a special mode for pizza. It also will broil. You can do your frozen foods in here. You can grill in here. You can use it as a dehydrator, which I think is very handy. And of course, it's also a toaster oven, and it will do bagels. So really, it will take the place of that big oven, which my mother and dad are a perfect example. You know, they've downsized. They have a smaller home now and a smaller kitchen. And Mom has fallen in love with a couple of her countertop appliances that are similar to this. She loves her air fryer. She rarely turns on her big oven anymore because she doesn't need to, because appliances like this are smaller yet have the capacity and the power to do all those things that your big oven can do. Right, Rick?
Yeah, I mean, look at this. Look at the side. This is a big stoneware piece. I just want you to see, I'm pulling this out. I mean, this is probably 3.5 quarts of mac and cheese.
Wow.
And what the great thing about it is once I've cooked it, I can keep it on the warm setting. So the oven will actually automatically go into a warm setting, keep it at 140 degrees, and you can keep foods warm for up to 3 full hours. But notice how I get the crusty cheese on top. And then when you break into this mac and cheese, oh my goodness, you get that ooey, ooey goodness of the cheese. Everything's cooked evenly. It becomes just like that giant oven in your wall. It does everything that oven does, but guess what? It has more because it has the control. You can't control both the top and bottom on your oven. You know, you are able to control the top heater. I can turn the fan higher, lower.
Right.
And here's the other thing. The rack, the main rack in here, notice it's shaped almost like a U. When I put it in like this, you notice in here, it gives me maximum capacity. But when I flip it over like this, when you put it in like this, it pushes the food closer to the broiler. So if you want to get something really crisp, if you're just putting in some pizza bagels or something like that, now you can use this rack in 2 different ways. So really thought of all the little details when it came to using the machine.
So over 900 have been ordered since we made this available. It's available only for a limited time at this price through the end of the day, October 5th. Today's already the 2nd, so you'll have a couple of days to get in on this price. Rick just showed you the rack that it comes with. It also comes with the air fryer basket, which is right here. It also comes with a cooking rack, the baking rack, and a baking pan. It comes with a crumb tray, which will catch all the stuff from hitting the bottom, and those 12 silicone baking cups. It also comes with that recipe book, Rick, which is right there next to your oven. When you have a chance, show us that, because it looks like it's a pretty good size.
Yeah, so 65 different recipes. In fact, I just opened up to dehydrate. Most of the recipes, they have pictures, super easy instructions. Here's how to make a quick triple cheese pizza. And again, this is something that I think NuWave always loves to give you a starting point and a launch point. Here's some oven baked mac and cheese that we just make, but you can tailor any of these recipes to your liking. But this, to me, is something that's so important. I think when you get a new appliance, you want to know how to use it and have some recipe ideas, but also the easy tips. They're all in the book. And I'm showing this here. The holidays are coming up, right? Mm-hmm. How about it being able to fit these two huge, and I just want you to see these stoneware pieces side by side. You can see compact oven. These fit all the way in, so I can keep my cook my sides and keep my sides warm in here. Put this off to the side of your oven. You've got an extra oven for the holidays. And again, super easy to use digital interface. I just want to emphasize, if you're watching, it doesn't flicker like that when you have it at home. That's just the cameras making it look like that. But you can adjust time and temperature or use one of the preset programs. It could not be easier to use. And
that reminds me to ask you this question as well. Is it pretty safe to say I can use within, if it'll fit in here, which most of them will, any type of cooking vessel that I would use in my regular oven? Temptations or a metal pan or...
Correct.
Right?
Temptations, Le Creuset stoneware. This is just a traditional 9x9, a full 9x9 baking pan that fits in there. It actually is up to 10 inches wide, so you can go a little wider. So you think about how large of an item you can cook, but still have a compact unit that doesn't take up a lot of space. And here's the other thing, Carol. I'm going to pick this one up behind me that's cold, because I want to show you something. The back of the machine, this is another small detail that I love, but if you look at the back of the machine, you see these large black knobs that kick off the back. So this is great because you can push it all the way up against the wall on your countertop without touching the wall, and that keeps that distance for that airflow.
Nice.
So you can maximize your counter space, but still have the safety of that bumper to stop you from pushing it too close to the wall. I like that little feature too.
I love that. I also love that it's not pushed out in the back. Some of these countertop ovens, in order to create more capacity inside, they bump them way out in the back, and then you really can't get them very close to the backsplash or wherever you're putting them on the countertop. This is not going to take up your whole counter space. This is also something that sits a little bit above the counter on its own legs. And Rick showed you the legs that stick out in the back, so it's not touching the wall. So you don't have to worry about it getting too hot anywhere. You don't have to put a special surface under this. It can sit right on top of your countertop. What are you doing now?
Oh, this is little homemade French bread pizzas. We took some nice crusty French bread, topped it with some tomato sauce, pepperoni, and cheese. And oh my gosh, look at how I'm just going to cut one of these just because I feel like, you should see it. But you know what I love? First of all, I haven't mentioned this. Our heating elements are not ceramic. They're actually quartz heating elements. So what does that mean? More efficient, faster heat ups. So you get that more precise temperature control, and you also get that 1800 watts. And then having the fan speed, you can circulate that air at a high speed, or you can slow it down because you can control the fan speed. So whether you're doing pizza, by the way, there's a pizza function. You can use the pizza function. Or I love this in the morning. Guess what? When I'm not being gourmet, take my bagels, toss my bagels in here, and we have a function for the bagels. So I'll put these back into the unit. I'm going to come to the front of the unit and go to the program settings. The very first or second function is bagel. When I press start, just like this, it's going to start the timer 6 minutes. I don't have to do anything. I'll walk away. That'll be the perfect time. You'll come back in 6 minutes. You have the most crunchy toasted bagels without having to stand there. Just so it becomes your everyday toaster, and it's cooking pork roast, and it's making mac and cheese, and it's air frying your French fries. Really doing everything you want an appliance to do. So if you're going to leave it out, you want to be able to use it all day.
And you will use it. This is a great item to use your Q card with too. If you don't have one, get one,
yeah.
and you will get a, is it a 40? Is it 40 today? $40 account credit that you can use. There it is on your screen that you can use on a future purchase as well. Your Q card always gets you great Easy Pay opportunities, even when Easy Pay is not offered otherwise. So keep that in mind. I just want to mention too, the holidays are coming. If you have just one oven, a single oven, you may find that